Having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School, and I wanted to discuss something real quick that I just read in the media, and I'll give you some perspective on it. Meek Mill, the rapper, is in the middle of some interesting issues with a hotel in Las Vegas. Apparently, there's a hotel called the Cosmopolitan that denied Meek entry into the hotel, and Meek is claiming that it was racial profiling, that he was, that he's profiled because he's African American and because he's a rapper, and that they're discriminating against them based on race and based on culture. And so he's pretty upset. So he got his lawyer. His lawyer's name is Joe Tacopina. The interesting thing about this case, though, is that the lawyer says that the hotel then claimed that the reason they didn't let Meek in is because Meek was involved in a prior incident. He was involved with allegedly some sort of fight that caused them to say, we're not going to let this guy in. Now here's the crazy thing. The lawyer then writes back and he says the racist hole that the Cosmopolitan, have dug themselves has just gotten deeper. Yesterday, when this incident unfolded, the security guard could not articulate a reason why Meek was denied entry and threatened with arrest. They've now come up with some fabricated claim through an anonymous source that Meek was involved in a fight on their property. He goes on to say Meek Mill was never involved in a fight on their property ever, and I challenge the Cosmopolitan to produce a video of such altercation or a contemporaneous incident report. The legal case against the Cosmopolitan just got stronger. So basically, Meek was told to stay in his car and drive away from the hotel. That they, didn't want to. We don't want you here. We don't want your kind here. And it's interesting. So let me say this. First of all, it's egregious, right? We know that this was probably a case of discrimination of some sort. Is this purely racial discrimination? Yes and no, in the sense that I'm sure this hotel does not block all African Americans from coming to the hotel, but they do probably have some sort of weird preconceived stereotype that they attach to African American male rappers. Now, why do they do that? Well, because we all know that hip hop isn't always good. That there's a lot of negativity, negative energy attached to certain strands of hip hop, and these are issues that you've heard me talk about in the sense of saying, brothers, we got to stop bragging, letting white people pay us money to brag about killing each other. Like, you might as well do the work of the Klan. You can't talk about police brutality, hate crimes, none of that shit until you deal with the fact that you got brothers out here getting paid money to market the mass extermination of black people. That's just real. That's just keeping it 100. But at the same time, I think that that we know that the hip hop police are real, right? We know that the feds are always watching rappers a little bit closer. And we know that it's driven by a history of sort of following black men around looking for criminal behavior, criminal activity, which is, again, another reason why rappers also, as they fight for justice, have to be very careful about not making this job easy for the feds, right? Like, so for example, Bobby Shmurda got popped because Bobby Shmurda's rapping about shooting people and guns in the video and all this, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna follow this guy around, get us a big bus, we're gonna go catch him in the studio, it's gonna be weed and guns and liquor and everything else. So we have a lot of reasons to lock him up. Now Bobby Shmurda's in prison. These record labels, Epic Records and all these other sons of bitches, ain't going out there to get him, even though they had him up dancing on the table like a monkey in his audition. I don't know if y'all remember that video, but it was very embarrassing and humiliating for black people to see a black man get that much power and use that power to dance on the table like a monkey in a room full of white people just so he can get a record deal. But again, that is what it is. It's life. He's a young kid. He didn't know any better. He doesn't know the history of Jim Crow and Emmett Till and Step and Fetch It and all that shit, right? So let's keep going. Moving on. So here's the thing with Meek. I hope Meek wins his case. He deserves to win this case. I can't wait to see if this hotel is ever going to be able to produce any evidence that they actually have video of Meek, getting involved in a fight. I don't think they do. In fact, if they did, if that was the reason why he was being rejected in the first place, then the security guard would have said something. He would have said, hey, you're the guy who was involved with the fight. We have you on a list. You're not welcome here. Good. Case closed. Easy smeezy, right? But instead, it sounds like they pulled some shit out of their ass because they weren't expecting Meek to counterattack with a lawsuit, which I say good for Meek Mill. And I like Meek. I like what he's doing. He's doing great things for criminal justice. He's one of the good guys, in my opinion. Last but not least, final point on this. This is me putting on my finance professor hat. Here's the deal. Look, I don't know about you, but I'm tired as a black man, of seeing black people begging white people for the chance to give them our money. I'm tired of seeing us get mad because white folks won't let us into their businesses. I think that the energy that is spent protesting, marching, rallying, suing people, going off on people can also be spent saying it's about damn time we built some black hotels. Where the black hotels at? Why ain't no black hotels in Vegas? How about we raise $100 million tomorrow? Meek, I'm gonna go on Instagram with 20 million people, and everybody's gonna put money into a fund that's run by solid investment advisors who are going to take that money and build a black hotel in Las Vegas that black people can stay at without being persecuted, without being mistreated, without being disrespected on any level, because we're tired of begging white people to take our money. That's the holy grail, black people. That's where you want to get to. That's where all this conversation eventually needs to go. Everything else is a sideshow, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm out of here, guys. Hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button, and subscribe to the Black Financial Channel if you want to get regular financial information and news and all that stuff. And also, we have a social media platform that we built for black people called blackenough.com. So if you are black enough, then join Black Enough, because this is the place to be when you want to have real, authentic black conversations. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, subscribe button, like button, all that good stuff. I'm out of here. I got to go. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.